What
Yo.
up, though?
What up, though, everybody? We back again for another wonderful week of What Up, Though Radio.
And we are.
Tonight's a special night. We got a whole Voltron here tonight. We got new guys, new faces, new places. Shout out to Expansion. What are we again, Ken? Expansion what? Expansion Entertainment, bringing us live and direct. I'm starting off the Facebook Live feed right now, but please click the link, go over to YouTube Live. I'm just getting over there in about 10 or 15 minutes. Just want to start off the night. It's a late July evening. What is it? July 23rd. How everybody doing at the table?
We're good. We're good.
Good.
Great.
Hello,
Nice.
good
Mic
people.
shit.
Hello, good people.
Love it.
Good. Everybody's in the building. We got a lot of shit, It's so funny, like when you're trying to create content and all you gotta do is let the world keep spinning. You're gonna see something crazy. We got good news, we got bad news, we got
News.
culturally important news, we got perspectives on this, that, and the third. We got new people. Maybe y'all thought O was just sitting in last week, but O is actually part of this show right now.
What are hand claps? Do we
Give
get
him a-
hand claps over here?
The new member
Hold
of the
on.
Yeah, that's-
Rockefeller
that's-
Show.
We got some of
Something
that.
Chain
about-
on them.
Yeah.
We got the Rockefeller. What Up Though chain. It's in the basement. Also, we got Leah.
Bump. One of them.
Let me get you.
There we
I'm
go.
sure y'all know who we talking about over here. So Leah's in the building. She come to the table.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be here last week, but she was feeling really great this week. So we're gonna bring her back. She's gonna be here forever.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Can somebody take her away?
You got that at the brown table, didn't you?
I didn't know we had all that stuff going on
Yeah,
there.
let's make
Expansion.
this poppin'.
Okay, Expansion Entertainment. All right.
I see you.
All right. A lot of things happened in the past week. One thing I want to do, start off the show, I want to tribute this show to Tammy Holland. So much we can say. I've known Tammy since '96 when I first started working in Magic. I don't want to make it seem like I've had no illustrious radio career, but I was in Magic for all a bit of 3 months. Blame it on my knees. But anyway, this show is dedicated to Tammy. She's a wonderful pillar in our community as far as communication, outreach, always being there, very personable. To be well known like she was, she's very easy to approach. I don't know anybody in our community will have anything to say anything bad about her. I know she worked well with my father and other. It was just nice to see her, but people were giving her flowers prior to her. I didn't even know that. I thought she was past it because she always looked so energetic.
Upbeat.
And she just always had a nice word to say. She's, like I said, anybody tag her on social media, why she would pop up and say this, hey, I'm here, blase, blase. This is even before she was ill or anything. But I just want to say thank you for your contribution to St. Louis radio and to your worldwide contribution.
Yes.
Hope your daughter, Meadow, is in good spirits right now. I mean, it's good best spirits she can be in. We're all praying for her. And we wish you to continue her legacy. And anybody else is doing communication podcasts or on the radio or anything like that, just keep her in your heart right now, man. And if we can be 10% of what you were into St. Louis radio, I would say we had a very successful run at What Up Though Radio.
Yes.
So with that being
Truly
said,
be missed.
keep our
Truly
show
be
going
missed.
on. We're gonna give what our DT rundown though. Like what's going on? Hey, before we go on though, hey, listen, y'all tuning in on the Facebook Live right now. If you don't notice, we love part of the show is part of our engagement. We love talking and just going back and forth with the viewers. Click the link on this live and send you over to YouTube and like and subscribe it. Like we're trying to grow. Like we've been sitting on this platform for a long time doing this, so we're trying to just move a little forward. Do the times. Everybody can't. We don't want to look like everybody can do this all the time. Like it takes a lot of sweat, a lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts, independent. Been doing this for 6 years, so like go to YouTube for us. We're gonna keep going from this spot right now. DT, man, what's going on with you?
We're gonna call these Tabloid Tuesdays.
Tabloid Tuesdays.
We're gonna talk about it.
I was trying to come up with something. I
I
wanted to call
know.
DTs or something shit like that.
Too much. I do want to, before I even go into that, I do want to say, my own personal thing about Tammy, because I've known her since like 1984, and we did pageants together. I took her to Italy with me. Even from her starting her whole radio broadcast career wasn't done. And she went to the broadcast center on Hampton. A lot of people might not know that. So, and from there, her career started. And it wasn't a college thing. She didn't go away. She just focused on that, and that's what she wanted to do. We had always told her she should do it anyway. But it was so amazing to see people giving her flowers prior to and still going on today. I haven't even made any posts because it's so emotional, because as we're getting older, we're losing our friends. And we never thought about it before, because it was like all our mamas and them friends. I don't remember her anyway, but okay, my mama go. It don't matter. But now we're at the age where we're losing our own friends, and that shit is different. It makes you think about things differently.
Yeah.
So, but right in Meadow being, everybody put your hands on Meadow, because she's going to need it. She watched her mother. She's 18 now. She just had her 18th birthday, so her mother made it to her 18th birthday. Just wrap your arms around her, and just, whatever memories you have, just keep them going for Tammy, because she definitely touched everybody in St. Louis one way or another. So I'm glad that you dedicated this show to Tammy. Can I get some hand claps for that?
Oh, yeah. Al.
That's big.
Bum, 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 bum.
Is he there?
Yeah, look at that.
Let's move on to Tabloid Tuesday.
So with that being said, we're going to talk about Tabloid Tuesdays today. We're going to talk about Biden. We're going to talk about the Olympics. We're going to talk about really what we watch in the Olympics. Like when we do care, it's really only one or two sports that we really fuck with in the Olympics.
Right.
And even if it's not anybody from America running, if they black, we like, I'm in. Cool, count me in. I want that black person to win. So we'll talk about that as well. But let's talk President 46. This is Biden, okay? He made a comment about the shooting of Sonia Massey, and she was shot on July 22nd. And he goes on to say that she should be alive today, but her death was caused by the hands of a 30-year-old deputy sheriff named Sean Grayson. It's not a good year for the Seans. It's not. So with that being said, Miss Sonia Mason's death reminds us that it's not all that often that black Americans are faced with fear for their safety in ways that most people can't imagine, which I believe is so true. And he also goes on to say that Congress must pass a George Floyd Justice Policy Act to increase trust and accountability in American police. He believes that it's an unthinkable crime, an unthinkable loss. And, his thoughts ain't been good pretty much lately either.
Right.
But for him to make that motion, and he's already, bowed out, and we'll talk about that as well later. But it's still important to have that communication with the regular people and those type of people, and something that I know that 45 is not going to do.
Do you think it says a lot, even in the midst of him saying that he's bowing out, even though he's probably better trained, even if you're not trained for it, would seem like, is it speaking a lot that Trump hasn't said anything about that? Like that just, and I made sure that I went past anything just to make sure. I'm like, damn, you didn't even mention none of that. Like he been going in on Biden for dropping out more than anything else. And I'm like, bro, like here's another movement or another moment that you've missed to reassure people that you care.
It's not about race, yeah.
And you don't.
And you don't.
So
but he just dropped out of the debate with her. So he probably knew what was coming. Period. Anyway. So, but I do think it makes a difference when you speak to people, regular people, like the ones who still got the notion to vote or who even want to vote, because a lot of people were on the edge about even voting. He's like, I don't.
I give a black licorice black. I was giving black licorice versus black jelly beans. Like shit, what the fuck? Well, I don't give a fuck who do
If I
it for
told him,
real.
I'm definitely spitting them out. So, what do you think? That's a
Well,
thought.
Yeah. Well, of course, I don't think that Donald Trump is going to address it because he's going to be for the police officer.
He is.
Yeah, I mean, I think his stunt, in my opinion, his stunt of last week, he was trying to, what's my words? He's trying to like cater or show the black community like I'm a part of you all now. I think he's doing certain stunts and certain things to gain the African American vote. Now, of course, if he really cared about the African American vote, of course he would address the situation that happened with this young lady. But the laws that I think that he's going to try to put in, where he was saying like he wanted to remove the body cams and the police have the ability to frisk without any cause or probable cause or whatever.
Right.
I believe if we let Donald Trump in as a black race, we will be lost completely.
That's a lot of that's a sentiment that a lot of people share. Yeah, I don't think it will be as drastic as people think, but I don't think it'll be in our favor. One thing, I'm not even about to offer my opinion on the thing, but I really wish that people just do their homework. Because it's a lot of people that just say, don't do this, don't vote for Trump, or don't vote for Kamala, because, but you don't offer a reason to say, like, I'm voting for this person, or you just say, I'm not doing this. One of my things today was I was thinking, like, quit offering me, tell me about what's wrong without offering me a solution. So don't stand on no, like, some people are very irresponsible with the people that listen to them, like, and some people listen to people without knowing what's going on. So like,
It's
hey,
because people are influencers. So
pay attention to like, this is a very big decision. Like, I mean, they're making it seem like it's a very big decision. But at the same time, like, show me what you're gonna do. Like I'm not really, I'm still kind of up in the air about everything. Like, but I do care about my people. And once I see you keep ignoring things that pertain to my people, sometimes I have to worry about, is it more you care about a social aspect, or do you care about a business aspect, or do you care about freedom and liberties and just being safe in this country? The fact that you don't speak for everybody speaks volumes to me. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say that he not going to say anything, like, because I don't want to lose y'all over there if I say something about what y'all doing.
yeah, but he's never cared about that.
Yeah.
He's
But
never
that's
cared.
one thing
What's
about
so
him.
silly about him,
And he don't need us.
what's so
Bingo.
silly about him, they won't go nowhere if he said they'd be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he just refuses to step into that batter's box. Like, let me knock this out the park. That was some bullshit, and we don't need nothing like that in that country. But no, I'm talking about Biden today. Fuck it, you shouldn't have done this.
Right.
If you're just sitting down with us, What Up Doe Radio, we're speaking on DT's Tabloid Tuesdays. I think her Tabloid Tuesdays is probably going to overrun the subject content of what we're talking about tonight. She's speaking about the Biden addressing what happened in Springfield, Missouri, to the young lady, Sonia Massey. That was a very disgusting act. I think I was more appalled by the aftermath. One of the police officers asked to get a medical kit, and the other was, oh man, she gone.
She good.
And then they was twirling around in the front yard like it was like a dead deer or something. Like, no remorse. Like, paperwork. That bitch was crazy. So just the way this lady just died, like, and she called y'all for protection. Some of her last words were, "Thank you, I'm sorry, I love you," and
Jesus, I rebuke you.
but she probably seen it coming. Then, like, shit,
That's
like,
what the
you
daddy
on?
said.
Like,
The daddy said that.
this is a 36-year-old lady. How many 36-year-old women you talking use that even content?
Like Dee was getting ready to say, the father was told that it wasn't the deputy. He didn't even know the deputy shot his daughter. He thought it was either the intruder or someone else, but he was not even informed that his daughter was killed in the hands of the sheriff. So how was that as a father to find out that the people that are supposed to save our lives is the one who took his daughter's life?
Wow.
That's America.
Yeah, it is.
Ugh. Wow. T-Love just joined us. What's going on, love? What's the
going
word?
on, man?
Oh, it's
Sorry
a
for my
superstar. Take my
tardiness.
picture.
How you doing, God?
You so fine. I'm Tanya.
Yeah.
How did that? What did that? You know, it's been 10 years almost. Eric Garner a couple of weeks ago, 10-year anniversary, and a couple of weeks from now it'll be Michael Brown's anniversary. I mean, I know this ain't the first black person that's been killed probably in the past couple months, but just to see it, just
It's sad that we even have to pass a law to for the police to know their job and how to handle the things that they do in 2024. And if we're going to keep letting them do what they do, I just can't understand why we can't do what we do against them. Like, you can't keep thinking that at this point in life we're just going to sit here and let you keep Rodney King us, Sonia Massey us, Eric Brown us. Like, we are a culture to be reckoned with.
Right.
And I don't think we use the power that we have because they make sure that we're so divided and our attention is so many different places that, you know, they know us better than we know us.
And I'm glad you used the word culture instead of a race, because in 2024, if something was to uprise like that, it wouldn't be black people against white people. It'd be ideology against a different ideology, because everybody white don't feel the same way that the rest of these people do. And it's come to a point where people like, man, that's some bullshit. Like, people didn't grow up. The stuff that you tried to instill on your kids in the 70s, these kids in fucking, what is it, generation what?
What is
Z, X, Alpha, some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit.
Z.
They're their Generation Z.
Z.
They don't really want to hear none of that shit.
Sure don't. They don't want to hear
Dad, why are you calling people niggers? Like, I go to school with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they game and everything. As much as people don't go outside anymore, like, people are really, they still, for some reason, the internet has made people getting closer. And you can open up so many TikToks and things about this nation and find out this, that, and the third about, damn, why the fuck they act like that? Like, some white kids be at home like, man, we fucked up. And I'm not standing for it anymore, Dad. You know what I'm saying? like you got to stop. Oh, where you at on it, bro?
Man, I'm trying to learn a bit more about politics, you know what I mean? Because the first president that I voted for was Obama. That's the last time I voted. I'm going to be totally honest. But I'm definitely trying to learn more about politics. But I must say, from a police brutality lane, like, the smartphone is like the best thing that happened to us and the absolute worst thing that happened to us. For one, it keep us distracted from completing our goals, bottom line. But on the other hand, it's pulled the veil off and showed just how shitty these cops have treated us over the years. You know, personally, I know for myself, I've been free case before. I've seen plenty of my friends free cased. They may not have been murdered by cops, but I think putting a person in a penitentiary is somewhere up there with the same thing. So, like I said, us having a phone, unveiling the bullshit that they do to us, made them get body cams, because we not going to be the only person with a camera, you know what I mean? And that shit was caught on body cam, and that shit, and like you said, Gen Z, because my daughter, like, I was trying to avoid that whole shit, because like I don't like to really get wrapped up in the latest trends and shit of what's coming through my smartphone and shit. But my daughter came to me this morning like, did you see what happened? I'm like, no, but I've been hearing about it. She like, let me show you. So I'm like, damn, now I can't
you
avoid
watched
it.
it?
Yeah, so I watched it, and she was just like, she one of them Gen Z kids that you talk about. If I say fag, or she like, you can't say nothing, or Chinaman, or any of that. She's like, hold up, you can't talk. That's racist, or you know, that's you discriminating. And so for her to just show it to me and be all, you know, upset and shit, that kind of fuck with me. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm glad he got charges against his ass, and they came immediately, because for weeks and days and weeks we don't be even putting charges on their ass. They just be living life free, running up GoFundMe's and all of that to where they can get they legal funds, legal aid and shit like that. So I'm glad that the charges was on his ass immediately, man, and that's definitely unfortunate because that lady ain't do a motherfucking thing to deserve nothing like that.
Not
bro.
to be at all.
And it's
And
sad.
shot in the face.
And all we can ask for is a will of justice, like, 'cause you can't bring anybody back. Nothing monetary is gonna give anybody. No, you know what I'm saying? Just like, damn, it's fucked up again.
Here and another
Fucked
one.
up again.
Yeah, that's what the dad said. He said that he hope his daughter death don't go in vain, and that he know this won't bring her back, but he's hoping that this doesn't happen to the next person's daughter, or So he was speaking on it just
Right,
like
right,
he
right.
was. He's really been to me holding it together.
He really has.
a lot.
And it's traumatic. It's so traumatic for everybody across the board. Like somebody's affected, like him being affected with a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Even for us to have a podcast and have a conversation. But the next thing is what happens now. What happens next? And if he gets off, and I'm not saying it's not even possible. Yeah. Where do we go from there? It's just
Don't like shit. It's like, man, it get to the point like sometimes like I was thinking a couple days ago like, is it even worth being proud to be black anymore? Like, just like I'm for real. Like, is it time to throw in the towel on that shit? Like, just
No, it ain't never time to throw in a towel about that.
go.
No, the shit that we go through, bro, that's what built us. You feel what I'm saying? And it's gonna keep, like he said, her father really cool about it. He ain't really, because he can keep that shit on the inside, because at the end of the day, he probably seen a lot of death in his life. He seems like an older man. He seen a lot of death. So he looking at it, maybe she's like a martyr. Maybe we, by her passing or getting killed or whatever, we can make some changes. And so I can see why he not so, but still at the end of the day, losing a parent or losing a child, that shit, it probably don't get no worse than that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. He definitely handling it well though, for sure.
He seems very articulate and I don't know if it's set into him yet, because the minute it's happening, it's out, everybody's been on him. And if he is the matriarch of his family or whatever the case may be, he might just have that type of aura or something to lead, But I know it still has to be unclear to him why his daughter was shot in the face for no reason.
if we stay in the realm of where this, if we started this conversation off talking about Biden and his outreach to Sonia Massey and Trump's not, if we bring it down to local political aspects that we're talking about, one thing I've been wanting to ask everybody is, do you guys feel like Wesley Bell is a plant, or do you think he's being puppeted into what he? I mean, if you think about, he started off being a champion of let's move Bob McCullough out of here 10 years ago. That was the Mike Brown issue, Ferguson, and all his a lot of people blew up behind that. I don't have a very big opinion. I just know the aesthetics don't look great. The optics look terrible as far as, man, we were behind you for this, that, and the third. Now, as we looking for Corey Bush to be.
Let's get him on the show.
Yeah, that would be Wesley.
I know one thing he did. He stopped locking people up for child support.
Yeah, thank you.
And the winner is.
Thank you.
Wesley Bell.
Couple of attorneys said the people was mad about that.
So, okay, so that's like some of the, you were reaching black people when you was doing that shit. Like, we was fucking with niggas like that. Like, damn, man, you fucking with the average Mo. The average Joe can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I don't got to post no bond for this, that, and the third.
But on
cetera,
a bigger scale, you still like McCullough doing dirty. Are you still, or them black guys still going through what they going through? And here's the lesser, this the lowest on the end. So we'll give you this because we put you here, so we know we're gonna have to give up something.
Right. Are you endorsing the next prosecuting attorney there? Like, because he did some bullshit as soon as he got in. And I was like, eh. So now I just feel like Corey, I just didn't see that on his, like, I know I can't tell no man, like, this should be the cap or your ceiling or your career or what you're trying to do. But when I think about the person that you're going up against, and if y'all all got an ultimate goal, it seems like it was another lane that you could have went through. You didn't have to go that lane. And to know that there's been certain money that's been put behind you, now it's look like, bro, like, what's going on, bro? Like, maybe you don't give a fuck. And I know politics, most people get into politics because they feel like they finna be a revolution or a resolution, because a revolution starts at the bottom.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
To cut in. So do you think that we are only allowed to go so far?
No. I think we go far as.
No, I'm saying not. I know we feel that way, but once they get in position, because everybody promises so much, and like you said, okay, he promised, he did the child support. Okay, but big man up here said, yeah, I'm gonna let you do this child support, but this shit up here, you can't fuck with this shit up here.
Now I do believe that you can only go so far on your
Bingo.
On your platform,
right?
And you be like, you want to come up here, then you gonna have to forget some of that shit you was talking about.
Exactly.
I can't judge no man behind that, and I kind of understand if that's your plight. But if that's your plight, it just don't seem like you wanted to, like I said, you felt you came through like motherfucking Harriet Tubman. Like, I'm finna say you young niggas for this, that, and the shit.
He 10 times better than Bob McCullough.
Oh, yeah.
So off the flip, we got to thank him for that alone. Like, I feel like we be digging too deep because, listen, he can promise what he can promise, but he's not going to deliver on everything. And I think that it's not even possible that he can deliver on everything. But Bob McCullough was...
Oh, yeah.
He was fucking black people, minorities, man, by the tons. Everybody know you get arrested for anything in St. Louis County. It's nothing less than 5 years papers on the snatch out. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? In the city, you can get out 6 months probation, year probation. It's just like two totally different worlds, man. And Bob McCullough had a story behind his. What was it? His son? Yeah, his son got murdered by
his dad.
His dad.
Oh, his dad. My bad. So it was like he got a narrative. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like he evil. It's like he's an evil person, and he was the prosecutor forever. So just by dude getting in, not even a child support. Like, listen, by him getting in and knocking him out, that was good enough,
Look,
bro.
This is what I think happened too. Because he had been doing wrong for so long, those powers that be are saying they're coming at me. They're coming at me. You either going to have to change it, and if you got to change it, you're going to have to go. That's such an easy sell for Wesley Bell because everybody felt this man has done wrong for so long. We're not even paying attention. I don't know what the hell he said past Bob McCullough was getting out. You would have had my vote, period. He locked my brother up 3 consecutive 15s, first-time offender, never did anything to deserve nothing that he did. And he got charged with 45. He did 26 years in the penitentiary off of Bob McCullough. Let the 360 come around. I work in Kirkwood. This man lives in Kirkwood. This man has to come to my window. And I have never in the 10 years I've been working there, I have never seen him one time. But he's there. When they said, do you want, no, I don't need to know nothing about him. I don't want to go nowhere near him. Period. He will be taken care of. Wesley Bell comes in, and boom. Now that we are where we are, what did he promise? What did he say?
You said something when you first started, like, we dig too deep. Like, do you think we have a problem with, like,
you know what?
I'm talking about black people. Like,
yeah, I'm going to retract that because I say, listen, you motherfuckers owe us everything. So I'm never going to say we digging too deep because, no, we going to dig enough until we get what the fuck, y'all, equality. You know what I'm saying? Our equity. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say that, but I do feel
when
like.
I say dig too deep, I mean, I'm talking about as far as us judging each other. Like, we get woke
Expectations
super
too high.
woke. Like
Yeah, that's just like anybody. Like if you was broke, if I'm broke right now, goddamn me, I go get $1 million. Now I don't give a fuck. I owe somebody. Then you know what I'm saying? Somebody,
know it.
my cousin, my auntie, them, they like, nah, nigga, you owe us something. So at the end of the day, it's the same thing with him. He's a black male. And it's like, nigga, you got in position. You knocked out Bob McCullough, but hold up, nigga, that ain't enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need something else. Give us something else. And I think that he pressured by that shit. That's why his ass trying to go do something else, though. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like I said before,
I'm too touchable. Like,
man, listen,
get away
he
from me.
pressured by us, you know, as a culture, as y'all saying, he pressured by us. Like, nah, nigga, show us something else. But for the Bob McCulloughs and all of them, you know, the politicians that's on that wave, he pressured by them as well.
Yeah.
Because he came in my group. I got a Facebook community group of like 1,700, bro, called Street Status Business. His first cousin is in the group. He said he was going to come in there and check out his cousin. I let him in. I'm responsible for everything. I let him in the group. I said, hey, y'all, Wesley Bell is in the group. I made a post. And, nigga, if you would have seen this post, nigga, they like, fuck Wesley Bell, nigga. I mean, not one person, bro, not one person in there was saying he did a good job, you know what I'm saying, or was giving him any type of positive feedback. That was like, fuck him. He did this. He tried to put my people. He tried to like me. Like, so, bro, he faced with some shit, dirty. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't. I don't know. I couldn't be in his shoes. You know what I mean?
And
Like
Kirkwood has got his
why he
signs
changed his
everywhere. His signs. Wesley Bell's signs are all over Kirkwood, and this is nowhere near.
We do have to really, really take a look at ourselves. I even see people talk about it online a lot. When somebody posts, free my little cousin Rah-Rah killed 4 people.
Exactly. Exactly.
They did my cousin
Yeah.
wrong.
No, they didn't.
And this man killed 4 people.
For sure.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
definitely.
Free Rah-Rah.
Fuck Wesley Bell. It wasn't nothing but a mass murder. You know what I mean? Like, people crazy, man. So he his ass is trying to get up out of that seat. But like you said, they race is interesting. Like I said, I'm trying to get more into politics and just from my view, they race is interesting because I don't think they kind of like Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
A little bit.
Hey, it's like the same thing. They like red pill or blue pill. You know what I mean? Like y'all are. So people saying to hell with Cory Bush.
Yes.
And
They saying to hell with him. So it's an interesting race, bro.
I was
for
watching
real.
their campaigns, and it just got interesting like a week and a half ago when they called him a sellout and when they asked. I was like, oh, they throwing rocks now because first all I've been seeing, Cory didn't do this, she missed these votes. It wasn't really nothing like we're not gonna call it. It's like Cory Bush is not for America. It wasn't really. But they said sellout. I'm saying, oh, y'all shut a nigga in the pinky toe with that motherfucker. like, hey. So that made me think, like, are they cool? Because I when you think about this shit, you try to think, like, have you ever seen them around each other prior to this, where they champion each other, like, hey, Cory, I'm glad you're here, Wesley, so-and-so. So I want to dig deep, a little deep. I wish we cool, both of them. Like, they both welcome to come on the show and display why tell them why we should be voting for
these
one
numbers
of you.
up, man.
God damn it.
Do something for us.
And subscribe.
You're going to get 2/3 or something. It's 5 people. Somebody's going to win.
Only 17% of the people come out and vote anyway for
That's
these
true,
local elections, bro.
How do you-
17%, man.
How
But
do
a
y'all?
lot of people are not educated on who to vote for outside of the president. You don't know, especially like who are all these judges? We don't know who to vote for when
That's
it's time
why
to
they
vote.
keep winning.
Yeah, you don't know which judge to pick and which judge not to pick.
It's like marketing. It's like the presidential shit is right in our face, so we get interested in that. But the local shit so running under the
Bingo.
radar
Bingo.
that we not even paying attention to it. So at the end of the day, Cory Bush. Well, she said it's a lot of signs of Wesley. I have been seeing a lot of signs, but I don't. His commercials come on constantly too, man. So I don't know, like. We might be more concerned. It's just like St. Louis, we concerned about national artists. We don't give a fuck about the local artists. So, and from the politics realm, listen, the national shit is what we own. We'll give a damn who become judge, alderman, governor, any of that shit. So that's how I feel about
So
it.
what y'all think more important as far as if running the city, running the country, social aspects, finances, or freedom, like as far as the constitutional, like all that shit that's wrapped up into that, like as far as being free, safety, worried about us getting bombed or anything like that. When you think like people like I don't fuck with Trump because he don't fuck with, like, is it so important for us to get along with each other, or is that more important for the country to move forward and be having this, that, and the third? Or is it more important for everybody to be, hey, how's everybody doing today? Yeah, they fucking us up.
Or you saying what? Or you ask the question, what's important?
Yeah,
or what's being displayed?
I'm asking y'all, what's
displayed
like,
is important.
I'm asking y'all, like, what's your pyramid of importance, love?
Finance is definitely one of mine, but I wouldn't vote for Trump. And I think that's what most black people are looking for. You know, like Trump came off as getting this money, but he was inherited the pandemic. And the pandemic is what really gave out the money. So whoever was the president
was gonna get that praise.
Was gonna get that praise. So black folks, oh man, it was lovely when he was in office. Gas was down, this and that, and the third. I mean, we were in a pandemic, and he just was there when it happened.
Is it enough people who like break down the circumstances? Instead, some people just run right to the numbers.
Yeah, right to the numbers.
The numbers benefit.
Like
a
before
lot.
before y'all got here, I was saying like how people don't let anybody, because like you get up on, you watch somebody on a post and they tell you don't vote for him or don't vote for her, and it's only based on what they don't even know what's going on. It's just based on what they see or what they don't like, and they don't tell you who to vote for, why. They just tell you don't vote for them. Like, she ain't black, she Indian. She motherfucking, her daddy Jamaican, he ain't fuck with her.
She can't dance. that fucked me up though.
Like, I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, that fucked me.
Like,
She knew the words though.
damn.
She knew the words to the song though.
That's the one post with her and
The kids and the drums and all that shit. They like she can't dance. She's not black. I'm like, damn. I know I can't dance. I know I'm black, but they was on her ass though. For real.
I guess it break it down to me when I think about people who change some of the things they thought pattern. Like some people stand on this and that and third. It just depends who's involved in it.
I'm interested on the women's take of her being married to a white guy. Because I know how y'all be feeling when a brother married to a white girl.
It's different for me because I still feel some kind of way about her and what she was doing prior to, and how hard she was going, locking up so many of us.
See, now I'm gonna stop you. Like, this is an
That's
example.
my person. No, I'm standing on it.
Okay, I understand
Like, I'm not
this.
saying that is a reason not for me to vote for her, but that's definitely a reason for me to look at her differently.
But I want you to look into that and go dive deeper into that and find out what she was doing behind that. Like, I was reading, like, at first, like, them pearls, she don't give a fuck about no niggas. Then I'm like, oh, she was doing all that behind this. Like, a lot of people highlight that and they just leave it there.
But what is it?
She created a back on track program for the people that was reentry programs for people who was coming out of jail and things of that nature. Yes, she was hard on people who was committing crimes.
So a reentry program.
Listen.
Get them, DT.
I'm just saying.
Let's
like,
go. Let's go.
There is no way possible, as hard as that lady was going. Now, I'm not saying that's not a great idea. I really believe that is. But in that same breath, you're locking up 1,000 to 1 or 2 people that you helping come out of there. It's not balancing out. And again, I'm not even saying she can't change. She can have different views. Because at one time in life, Republicans were Democrats and Democrats were Republicans. Everything was different. So things can change. But I'm saying, what else do you have for me besides being black and a woman?
See, we can't shut down some of the things because I don't know the numbers between, like, listen, if I'm a prosecuting attorney, I do have a job. I can't be like, okay, I'm black. I can't. You see where Kim Gardner got with, I'm got to stop this. You're a champion for the people, but now you can't work in the government no more because they don't appreciate the work that you was doing. So
Everybody got mad at Kim for letting people out.
Right.
Yep.
She's still a legend.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, your
She was done
job,
wrong.
money ain't everything for everybody.
Yeah.
Titles ain't everything for everybody. Guess what? She did some shit I've been on the earth for damn near 47 years. I ain't never seen no shit like that. So at the
That's
end of the
dope.
day, you got to take the good with the bad. You know, some of that shit happened. It was unfortunate. But at the end of the day, her run.
But see, she worked for us. And because she was not working for them, that's why they had to get her on out of there. Because she worked for us.
In the worst way possible too.
Bingo.
But what happened was when that little girl got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple accidents
That little
actually.
girl got hit, little white girl, and legs amputated. That's what happened. And the kid that did it, she let him out.
Michael Bourne said she
They
was
said
part
several
of
times.
Several times.
she was part of the keeping the cover up of who unalived Malcolm X. See, when you do like if that's really true, that made me be like, damn, I don't really want to fuck with you either. You know what I'm saying? Like where do you draw the line at? Like,
What was the three things that you said though? You said something about like finances,
social, like as far as
like
social
like
equality, like everybody gets along, or
Like-
everybody
like-
gets a free share of this, that, and the third,
Eh.
or in safety, or just our freedom that we wear our banner on.
as much as I like money, as much as I like money, much as I want to have money, bro. Just because you got money don't mean you can lead. So I just don't think that the money is. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of other countries they implemented a lot of shit, and they don't have a 1% of the funds that the United States have, and they shit running smooth. I feel like safety, bro. United States, you know what we don't have to worry about? We don't have to really worry about them people coming over here. Every time something goes on in a foreign country, I don't know, United States seems to get their ass somewhere in the lines of fucking with them people and going over there and, you know what I'm saying? If they helping or whatever they doing.
Unless
We
it's
don't really have that problem. Listen, we sleep good every night. The only people that can harm us is the people that's in the country with us. You feel what I'm saying? And then I probably would have to say the social justice finances would be last, because at the end of the day, it goes back to what I was saying before, bro. They owe us so much. So it's like, when we gonna get to the point to where we just as equal? When I can go to a job and a motherfucker ain't gonna turn me around because my name Keisha, you feel what I'm saying, and shit like that, or because I'm black, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Do you think that's going to happen in our lifetime?
not maybe not our lifetime, not our, because just like
Or
DT
your
said, we
kids? Or your kids' lifetime?
maybe my grandkids. That'll be they shot right there.
Hopeful
My
thinking.
my grandkids, because we still just really like blackball. They like boxing us out as much as it seems like we getting. I just do in spots, man. They still boxing us out.
Well, a lot of us,
Bad.
A lot of us box our own
Oh,
self
self
out
out,
too,
yeah.
because there's such thing as a Willie Lynch syndrome, and we still have a lot of that. I always speak. When we had these conversations, and I'd be like, you know, it's two different prejudices in St. Louis. It's new money and old money,
Sure is.
and the black people that got the old money, they don't fuck with the black people that got the new money.
They don't like how they got it. You right.
So you
It's
still
not respected.
it's not respected. So it's still us
Against us.
against us.
So I'll answer it.
Like the house nigga against the field
His
nigga.
answer
Yeah.
was social equality, basically. You
No,
you
no,
ranked
I-
that first.
yeah, I'm gonna say definitely. Finances is gonna be last for me, like I said, but social and what was the other one? Dirty, the safety of the country.
Right.
I'm probably gonna say safety of the country first, bro. Then social, then finances, bro, in that order.
Well, when you say safety of the country, I feel what you're saying, but again, I'm going back with T. We're not safe within our own selves. We still fearing each other, and we're not even big as the government is concerned. We still fearing of each other, our own neighbors. You know, his son come outside, he mad because the nigga next door car better than his, so now he finna rob him. So we, in the smaller community, we still are fighting against each other. So we're not helping. We never help ourselves.
So social equality is
It's like a, and I agree with everything she's saying, but it's like a huge difference from a motherfucker running a plane into the buildings. You feel what I'm saying? Some shit like that, attacking the country, to where Lil Ray just robbed somebody or something like that. Like I gotta deal with that.
I think she more on like we shouldn't be comfortable saying Lil Ray just robbed somebody. Like that shouldn't be just something we just go to bed with every night. Like that just.
I get what you're saying. This is what you're saying. You're saying because we have so much safety in the U.S., we are not even paying attention that if a building or a bomb or if anything comes, because we're still focused on the Willie Lynch syndrome. We're still trying to kill each other. So while we're so, again, distracted, because they make sure they're involved in that distraction of us killing each other. They got a hand in there somewhere. This man don't, like, St. Louis at one time was one of the top cities to be bombed because we had Boeing. That whole Goodfellow area.
We there again.
The whole Goodfellow area was full of places that they made ammunition. But because you place it in the north side and so much going on, nobody even paying attention to the fact of that. Well, not at least not the new generation, we did. But it's just, you have to pay attention. You need somebody that's going to pay attention to both. You may not be able to fix both, but have the conversation about both.
Just like COVID. Look, where COVID come from? It's from another country. Am I wrong?
Supposed to be.
Right.
Okay, it's supposed to be. Man,
Population control.
COVID, they just damn near wiped us out. Like, listen, they just damn near, COVID just came, listen, just damn near. We didn't know what's, in St. Louis, Missouri, we dead ass didn't know what to do like 2 different times, bro. Like, what I'm saying, if some real fucking tragedy came, man, come on. So safety is like, that means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers just not coming over into the country doing whatever. So that's just a sickness. You know what I mean? So
it's something for the viewers to think about too when you think about what's more important to you guys, like it being safe to feel like you can walk the streets and not worry about something blowing up, or feel like it's free for me to walk in this building and nobody's gonna look at me because my name is this, or because I'm black, because I'm tall, because I'm Mexican, or anything like that. I'm still had the same first shot, or do I? All that kind of really basically saying, can I make the same money as everybody else making? Think about that tonight, man, or just think about it over the next couple of days. Like that's a lot of stuff that I think that's challenges that we have in this upcoming elections is dealing with what's most important to you, and that's how you should vote. Like what's important to you. But don't do no dumb shit, please. Don't do no dumb shit. Hey, what's the? I'm gonna ask one of the ladies. You first, Leah. What's you ever been emotionally hurt behind love or behind friendship?
Of course.
What's the most outrageous thing you did? React for a reaction.
I had to call my friend and cry and scream and holler. My pride is too strong
to let somebody know.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
My pride is too strong.
Oh, you ain't no good person.
No, yeah, I ain't bust out no windows or flatten no tires. I might have wanted to. D, let's go, but I can't.
Oh, you.
Listen, man. We said this last week. I said, listen, this is the exposed era. I'm going right back to the smartphone again, bro. Mm-hmm. Every motherfucker got a camera, and a camera and an audience. You know what I mean? Right. And the bigger your audience is, the more impact it's gonna have. And but me personally, I don't play the Facebook games and the internet games. Like if somebody tried to expose me or say something crazy about me, I don't know, man. As much as I want to be here for my family, I might go to the penitentiary behind that. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Like sometimes you be having to smack a motherfucker upside their head to know not to play with you. You know what I mean? Because people think they can play on this internet and not be faced with something in real life. You feel what I'm saying? So I see how a lot of shit happen, but I never been a person to expose nobody. I don't play that. You know what I mean? My heart ain't in that. I come from a real era where we didn't have cell phones and we had more like a 3-way. Motherfucker play with you on a 3-way. You coming for a 3-way phone call. We coming for your ass. But I'm so like I'm just not with none of the exposed shit. And man, mentally, as much as everybody pushing this mental health and all of that right now, mentally, man, that'll fuck somebody up, man. Like that'll really make you might not have to do nothing to nobody because the shit that they face with, man, they can't deal with that shit every day, man. Somebody constantly making posts about them because you already groomed to just keep checking the social media apps, bro. Like I do this shit and I be getting mad at myself. Like, would you please stop? Man. My view time come up. I'm like, bro, you tripping. You looking at this phone way too much. It's keeping you from your goals, bro. So I never been a person to expose people. And like I said, I hate to see people exposed, but I do catch myself looking at the shit because I'm groomed to check out these social media apps for sure.
You didn't answer the question.
I'm not. You saying if I ever been hurt?
Yeah, you've been hurt, but have you ever exposed?
I've been hurt a million times. I'm never busting no windows. I'm never putting her number on Woe's bathroom stall. You know what I'm saying? I'm never doing anything like that because shit, I'm probably gonna mess back with her anyway. You know what I mean? Shit, I've been having motherfucking 30-year situationships and all type of shit. So at the end of the day, and another thing is, I always been fair. Cause I know I didn't hurt. I know I didn't hurt her. Right, you feel what I'm saying? So it's good for the goose.
It's good for the gander.
At the end of the day,
I ain't never really did no.
Y'all like that?
I ain't never really did no weird shit either. My crash out, I almost got my like. Were you doing this to her? Like, damn, I got myself flatline on the car wash lot one day just tripping, but I ain't never like I'm gonna expose nobody for this, that, and the third. Like it just I don't know, when you build some kind of way, that's just not something you do.
I was just want to say in our generation,
I don't think too many of us have.
In our era rather, we didn't move like that. Right. Now if we would go maybe 5 years younger and brought somebody in, they probably can give us some hellified stories.
Right.
I got a partner that do it all. She is not playing. You fuck her over, she coming for you. She done broken people's houses, put knives through their TVs, and I just be like, oh my God, where did this come from? Who raised you? You fuck me, I'm gonna fuck you. I'm like, that's too much.
And I bring this up because just of the recent things that's been going on in our city. Probably not even just in our city. That's just the national thing or natural thing. Whenever someone feels like they've been wronged or hurt or something, they feel like whatever confidant thing that someone they have with each other, they feel like they have to expose them and make them feel something crazy. That's the hurt that you want to make them feel.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yes, and
that's true.
And that's true. And it's so evident now when you see things of that nature. I think some of the responsibilities that we have, we don't keep some of the responsibilities that we have. Like, if it was, like, I was looking, it was an incident that happened. I looked at how many times people shared this, and I'm like, damn, you probably wouldn't have been like this had this been your brother, or whatever, just your people. Mm-hmm. But just because it had nothing to do with you, share. And it has nothing to do with you, so you don't give a fuck about how it affects somebody or nothing, nor do you have no responsibility to be like this, that.
The minute that nigga Mark Zuckerberg gave a motherfucker $1 for a post, it was up.
That was it.
They've been exposing them for no money, just for the clout. So now you getting clout plus money. Listen, you get money for the post, bro. That's on everybody's shit. Some people don't know because they not really digging into it to even see what the hell going on. But people monetize, and I don't give a fuck if it's $6 or anything.
But I don't even think it's necessary for the dollar. People thrive off other people's pain, other people's drama, other people's hurt. Just like, think about it. We love a song that got a hurt message. That motherfucker go platinum. Now, when they happy, we don't even feel that motherfucker for real.
Right.
But anything that's putting anybody's business out there, everybody loves everybody else's business.
That's true. That's totally true.
Especially some drama beats. Girl, did you hear what happened with bop, 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 bop?
Do you, it goes back to again like people switch up their morals and values. Like for now, it's attention. I haven't met. I listened to one person speak about they was going viral, and while they were talking about their incident, they was like, "Yeah, y'all just keep talking because y'all giving me money while y'all talking about the shit." And they were talking about something that was supposed to hurt the fuck out of them.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, let's bring it to me. Come on, let's go. So it kind of makes me fun, like how genuine, like, were you from the jump? Were you that hurt, or you just mad because motherfucker ain't fucking with you no more like that? It's just like, it just seems like everybody's looking at the opportunity to
5 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Like you go back what you said, that Zuckerberg, that, hey, look at me. I always get mad. Like, I mean, I have never, I mean, when social media started, I started this page probably 2009. I probably used to tell fat jokes and shit like that. And then it started dawning on me as I started getting older, like, man, talking about people that's not that funny. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, or whatever it is you're saying about somebody, whatever it is, unless it's something that, to me, if you can control it, I'm gonna say something about it. But if you got some type of issue or anything like that, then let people be who they are. So like I always had an issue with people, like how people just put their opinion on people and say something about, you wouldn't say that to that person if they was right in your face. But you was like, that fact that whatever it is, the derogatory term towards the type of person that nigga this or that bitch this or that. So I'm like, damn, you would not tell that person that. That's the only thing I really hate about social media. It allows some of the people I be looking like, bro, you just stand right next to you. You don't act like that, bro. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think as much as you got people like that, you still got people that's trying to bait you out here too, though. So some people might not say it in your face, but then shit, it's a whole lot of people that they really with it. They like, yeah, it's like that. So they trying to bait you with like posts and things that comments that you gonna say on the internet. So it's like, man, it can go either way. But from like the shit that happened with my dude or whatever.
Oh, you know that man?
No.
Oh.
Let me, boy.
Pause, no diddy.
Retract.
Pause, no diddy. My man, pause, no diddy.
When I'm saying like, dude, what happened to dude? You feel what I'm saying? Man, like I told you, I don't be trying to see this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm groomed to be checking these apps for business and all type of things, and you run across these audiences and friends. Because at first, remember, it was just 5,000 friends that you can have on Facebook. Now they got that ain't enough, motherfucker. You can follow followers and all of that on her now. So it's like an open field. I think that because they not only are they sharing that, they sharing dude posts after the incident or whatever.
Well, he broke in the house.
No, I haven't seen none. I ain't seen none of that.
Part of it no more.
He broke in the house and broke some things. And
he said today, he's like, man, I almost killed myself.
Because the video got out.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, today I was like, man, I almost killed myself. I was like, just thought, and the gravity of the situation, like, damn, like I don't know, like,
that's
I don't
deep,
know if you
bro.
did or didn't.
Yeah.
That's super
but just
deep,
to think,
bro.
like, man, just imagine you just, like you said, we're programmed to look at that phone. So the phone about me today. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, joke.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Maybe my son or whoever else, like, I mean, then at the same time, you got to take some responsibility for some stuff that you do too, though. Like, and to keep the people that you hang around. I have to tell my son, like, bro, your people that hang around you, they not shit. Like, you gotta, like, I know for a fact, even though I never have there's no way in the world, no goofy ever shit that's gonna be on video, or even nobody ever gonna say no goofy shit about me like that. But
that's another thing.
But just like the company that you keep. Like, don't have no fucking weird ass people around you that are waiting on you to, like, cause when you see the bad stories, you never, like, prior to, like, where's the story, like, we were so happy together, like, here we are having this time together, this, that, and the third. Y'all great times was a secret. So you get into a little bad little thing, and so that what was supposed to be special between us becomes everybody's business. But I never had anything to say good about you before. Like, it's weird times that we live in, man.
But even with you doing what you're doing. I'm speaking of what he did.
Say it.
I cannot.
That was sick, Dirty. That was just sick.
But the thing is, whenever you're doing whatever you're doing, you got to stand on whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't really trust anybody. So
How do you stand on that?
My thing.
that's what you're into, so stand on it.
No, well, it's different. It's like if that's what you're into, and because that is such a controversial situation, what would make you think that? I don't care who you love.
Right. Wow.
People get mad in this day and time with everything you're saying. Why would you think that would be okay if that's not something you want to be out?
Or why would you even let them video?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
Why
don't
would you
think, for some reason, I don't think he knew that
He
he
probably
was
trusted that person.
trust goes
but-
out the window when you got
not
this,
the video.
this social media crap.
Yeah.
Because and women, we go far. No hurt that you could ever do. Like, we'll even stick with you for an extra 10 years just to kill you. Like, at this point, like, it's just certain things. Like, if you are not, like she's saying, standing in your truth, then why would you even do that?
That's true.
Why would you do that?
Because I was going to bring up the White House. You're right.
Yeah.
Because
if
once
you-
he said, what goes on my bedroom goes on my bedroom.
Bingo.
People
Yeah.
stop
Bingo.
talking. People stop talking
Yeah.
about it.
Because he owned up to it instead of, well, no.
That ain't me,
Stop
that ain't
talking
me,
about
that
it.
ain't me.
He didn't really. He didn't say. All he just said.
He just deaded it.
It's
That's
like-
what
Yeah,
he's
he
saying.
said
Because
it.
I'm not talking about
at
Dwight
the
Howard.
end of the day, it's still whatever a motherfucker think. At the
Yeah.
end of the day,
Man,
it's
bitches
still
ain't gonna stop
it's still
fucking
what
them.
it was. And that's what I'm trying to get to right
Women
there,
are
DT.
not going to stop dealing with
This
she
strange-
was
if you
doing
think it's
him,
strange-
and she was doing it to him, and she did not one time stop. She's not the only person in the world that's doing it.
Bingo.
Sorry.
Hey, it's strange to people who not involved in that.
Mm-hmm.
But to
Y'all
people
watch
who
the video?
involved in shit like that,
But
man,
the
it's
shit been
not
going
strange,
on,
bro.
The shit been going on since the beginning of time. But like you said, we got these phones now.
No,
So
what did she
now-
do with that?
What'd you say?
What did she do with that?
I don't know.
Everybody does.
She put she put the pig in the blanket.
In all actuality, though, like,
Picking your blanket. That's
Picking the
new.
blanket.
cause I know this camera shit is different. It may look like something. I'm not Viking for this nigga or nothing. But you really never see nothing though like that though. You feel what I'm saying? But like, so at the end of the day, a motherfucker could have been playing.
It could be a whole illusion.
Man, it could be a complete illusion, and now this man is faced with committing suicide and shit like that just by
that.
motherfucker sharing it and shit. But like I said, if you are into that, man, I'm trying to get out of this
But-
shell and calling people strange and shit for shit like that.
Well-
but I know that's not my cup of tea, bro. But
love how
as
you-
nobody
I
is
think
going
one of
to
our
stop, nobody, this nigga is finna, he gonna turn up in that department. That's all I can say, right? Because, nigga, that's what you like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
This
So
lady
you
say
finna turn
yeah,
up in that, because so people so superficial and just, he finna turn up in that department.
I'm gonna tell you,
Bitches is gonna want to fuck with him like that. Man,
Yeah.
stop
Right.
it, man.
Girls finna
Stop
be
it,
in
man.
that
And
line.
this is what's the truth too, because
He,
it's
he,
like
he just ain't figured that part out yet. It's just so fresh.
It can work in his
Yeah,
favor
it
if you
can
play
work
it right.
really
It
in
can work
his
in his
favor.
favor.
But you know what's really what's crazy? Not even really crazy. He gonna still be able to go around the same people. Ain't nobody it's gonna be one motherfucker like, get your motherfucker.
No, they ain't gonna never depends on where he
One
from.
Yeah, I was just finna say that. It depends on kind of niggas he got as his partners.
And if he can fight or not.
Yeah, he got a dad in that shit. He can't be weak. That's what I mean. Where standing with whatever it is you're doing, you don't fall weak. Because if you fall weak, that's when the prey coming.
Well, this is my question. Because it's been said that the actual spot of a man is in his anal, right? So if that is said to be
He look like I don't fucking know.
Sorry, look at you.
he's like, I ain't never
The
came like
views,
that.
what you supposed to say? The views of this.
No, I'm just saying what is reported, right? Do
would
you
know.
think we have come from a
You would know.
Do you think we have come from a
See how she
society?
skipped that part.
What would I know? I don't fuck no man in the ass. What are we talking about here? How would I know? Okay, moving forward. I'm gonna tell you. I'm letting you know. You don't gotta guess. I'm telling you today, right now. I do not do that. That's not what I do, unless you want me to try it on you.
Why
You
the
can be my
timer? Where
first.
the-
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, we need a
What's going on?
I'll do my own ding ding. Ding ding ding
What
ding
happened?
ding
You
ding.
hit any one of them buttons.
Any button.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is with evolution, everybody's sexually on a different type of high in 2024. If a man does enjoy that, and he doesn't enjoy it from a man, he enjoys it from a woman, does that make it any different?
You saying does that make him a homosexual?
Yeah, because he
didn't
gets
let
in
a
it.
man
Yeah,
do it.
because he didn't let a man do it. He let a female do it. So if your sexual intentions are high like that, that might be something sexually with that woman he likes to do. That doesn't mean he likes men. They never wrote that in the book that if you do really just get it in the ass, only men like it in the ass. It's no rules to that. So we're somewhere different where now threesomes are regular. Everything that was taboo to us as kids is outside right now. So how do you look at that and not be like, that's just why I'm at sexually?
I remember the first time I ate some pussy, I told her, you better not tell nobody.
If period. Because that was a sucking dick.
Hey, I like
Tell your friends about me.
when dudes be like, when I heard dudes say something like she ate my ass, right? I'd be like, nigga, you gay. You feel what I'm saying? That's the first. And they response is, anything that I do with a woman could never be gay.
That is true.
So that's their response. I'm like, damn, you into that? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like different strokes for different folks, man.
It is.
But I just know that nigga don't kill yourself, buddy.
Over that,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep living.
He should have stood on that. My woman did that. And got her
Keep
fuck her.
living.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
This
saying?
is what it is.
And the
Go
bitch
take
who
a
said it, I thought
72-hour
was
little nap or something. You know what I mean? And
Because it'll be
maybe
somebody else's problem. It'll be tomorrow.
Maybe it'll be over, but that's definitely unfortunate.
They got a
for
wild
that
St.
young
Louis
man.
calendar, man.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to come back
by the
next
time
year.
August come, ain't nobody even thinking about
Yeah.
this. Yeah, don't do nothing to yourself, bro. Like
Definitely don't kill yourself behind
he
that
said, but he
shit, bro.
said, I put that I screenshotted that in the group
yeah.
text.
Yeah.
He said, only reason I did it because I got kids.
He said he was going to kill her.
Just
don't
like she
feel-
said, stand on
yeah,
your
stand
shit.
on your shit.
Because niggas rat on niggas every day in St.
people who
Louis.
said, "Bend on your
And they in every bar and they in every club right in front of the people that they ratted on. And ain't
sure
nothing
will.
and ain't a
Yeah.
motherfucking
Did
thing
shit
gonna
to-
happen to them.
Bingo.
So stand on yours, bro. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying at the end of the day.
Hey, I'm sorry, Ken. They said change the topic since we can't relate.
Oh, that's too funny.
I'm pretty sure you would not be tuning in if we could relate. Like,
Right.
be proud that we can't relate.
It is.
Okay, so Tony, question to you.
Yeah.
Have you ever have your feelings ever been hurt to where you had to hurt someone with any type of way, not physically, but
No.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, maybe, like you say, hurt people. So
Yeah.
maybe somebody and then somebody caught, from a emotional standpoint, but not like stalking nobody, nothing like that. Like I'm like you, my pride too big.
You know what? I'm gonna retract
yeah,
my
I was just
statement
finna say that.
because I just thought about something. I just thought about this. I have exposed somebody because it's like this, right? Say a motherfucker hurt me, I go to another woman, and I'm like, yeah, that bitch. I'm exposing what she done to me to her.
we've all exposed.
You know what I mean?
Even
So
if you tell your best friend.
yeah. So at the
you're
end of the
still
day,
exposing.
I'm definitely not keeping that shit on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I have participated in whole shit like that, you know, in my past. No
That's
bullshit.
hoism.
So
Yeah, that's whole shit for sure.
Conversation? You mean just a conversation?
Yeah, it's like
Okay, so
keep
I'm
that shit on the inside,
I'm
but
participating in that.
damn, the bitch ain't have to do me like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like
I ain't never
I
seen
seen
no
the
shit
bitch
like
at the
that.
casino with Gerald. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like you exposing that shit to somebody. So I can't say I have done that. I have done that.
I'm kind of quiet about stuff like that. Now, I ain't say exposed didn't have that. Wasn't your only out. I said, what's the craziest reaction you ever had?
Okay.
Like it didn't have to be exposed to me. I mean, not to me. I'm just saying that wasn't whatever you ever did. Like, what was the wildest shit you ever did because your feelings was hurt, not because not you went on Facebook or not because you went and told somebody what she did or that. Just
No, I ain't never really been good at shit like that. I'm with the pride with her. You know what I mean? I go try to get 10 more or something. You know what I mean? Like maybe I.
She didn't say she'll get 10
No,
more.
I'm saying she said she
You
had
calling
pride.
her. What are you
no,
saying?
But I'm with him
she
now.
had pride. Like fuck that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get somebody
Check
else
that
or
shit
go
out.
get some
Yeah.
more. Yeah, like. It's up. I'm at Saints. I'm finna get 10 numbers tonight.
When it talk
You
to
got
her,
gold.
when
yo.
it talk to her friend.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, definitely.
And
for
I
sure.
did get baited into something before. I had to throw a picture of Kool-Aid on them motherfuckers because they was tripping. But,
Oh, but then you did something then.
yeah,
That's the crazy.
I got baited into that
Was it red?
How did you get baited?
because like every night, this is before smartphones and all that type of shit. So motherfucker had a little personal journal. Like you can never see this. You can never see this. You can like every time. Like you can never see this. So like one particular time, I come in the house, and it just laying on the floor. I'm like,
So you
see what's
opened it
going
in the
on. Of course, I'm like, it was one of them calendar books that y'all used to keep. Like it was like Cortez.
So you violated somebody's privacy.
It was on the dates. It was like James, Chris,
probably
like a side sound, Chris. Like it was a little X's and whatever. Like Chris took me to Carmine's, Corey took me to Carmine. I'm like, damn,
Why you didn't take her to Carmine's? That's probably why
my
she went
name
with
was
them.
Chris.
Oh, you.
I'm like, damn, like so. By the time I pick up like the little symbols, oh y'all did it. Oh y'all,
You crushed.
On my mama.
I'm looking at it like
His stomach hurt.
His nuts
Sleep
then
on
went
the-
in his chest.
sleep
I
on
done
the
been there
couch
before.
like
So wait a minute, on the reverse, so what has been done to you for you hurting someone's feelings?
we talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
Well, I'm talking about everybody at the table.
So
Like everybody.
I go to the refrigerator like, it was blue. All right. Man, wake your ass up. What the fuck you got going on in here? She's like,
Did you leave her?
That's a little physical dirty, man.
you
You
leave
shouldn't
her?
you shouldn't have said.
Did you leave her?
I left
He
the
just
house.
played.
You
But
left,
you
but you
didn't
didn't
leave
leave her because you had been
No,
doing wrong.
because-
Yep.
She's like, a couple of days later, she might have been lying, might have been telling. She was like, nigga, like, you know how I hold this thing. You think I left this sitting here just so you could?
That's what I was gonna say.
Like,
Oh, don't fall for
I
that
felt,
one right
I
there,
don't
my
know.
nigga.
I felt for it. Like, I was like,
I'm saying
'cause
because
I didn't want it to be true.
Hey, don't fall for that.
I didn't want it to be
She
true.
poured a you on my mama. That's what that was
I
right
knew
there
you
for
wouldn't do
sure.
anything like that.
We all women are sneaky.
Yes.
But y'all are too.
Not like y'all.
Shit. Some of them.
Y'all got it. Y'all got us beat.
Okay, so what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you? And you. And you.
What
As
you
far as
mean,
what?
like?
Like
on, girl.
when you hurt their feelings. So he asked us, you know. So now it's reverse the question.
Oh boy, I done had a bunch of shit done to me, man. Like, man, I done been beat up, black eye. I'm talking about. I had one black eye my whole. Like, I usually if I fight, I get my lip bust. They kind of big and shit, but I had a big motherfucking Spuzz McKenzie motherfucking from a girl, a woman, then dotted my shit. I'm talking about for a week straight. They like, what happened to you? Everywhere you go, they like, what happened to you? So that's probably like the worst thing that happened to me. But nobody like stole my identity or no shit like that or nothing like that. But yeah, probably some physical shit. Like girl just beat me up.
Oh, I got a good.
Yeah, I got shit.
I didn't care though, but it was still a good one. I was messing with this girl, and one particular night I go to the strip club. She was up there stripping.
And the plot thickens.
Yeah, that was probably the worst.
Oh, you didn't know she was a stripper? Oh, damn, you Trump.
Oh,
my
so you
shit.
walked
That's the
in,
same
you
thing
was
I
like-
had going on.
You start fucking with her?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, for some odd reason, I'm really not a strip club guy like that. For
But that
real.
was back. That was back in the days. Like you say, stuff evolved.
Yeah, but that would have kind of
And I
like
always-
turned me
I
on though.
always
Like,
I always tell people like I was going to the strip clubs when the only people in the club was the men and the strippers. So this was then. This was the Red Garter. The Red Garter ain't even there no more. You might not even remember. The
I
Red
definitely don't.
The Red Garter is the parking lot where I wasn't even 21 because we couldn't. We used to go. We'd go in the car, be 4 of us, and sometimes you slide in, sometimes you just slide in. So the thing was, if you don't get in, you gotta sit in the car. So, I wasn't even 21 yet. So it was called Red Garter. It's actually where the pink slip parking is. That's where it's set at. So yeah. So and that was a time. At that time, only guys went to strip clubs. You wasn't gonna see no girl in there unless she was a stripper.
I'm so glad they let us in.
You went there too, DT?
No,
Oh.
I'm just glad they
Growing
let us
up
in the
in
strip
St. Louis.
clubs.
Growing up in St. Louis, we probably had a lot of wild, just especially 2030s, like damn, getting like you didn't need no social media to get caught doing shit. Seen them at Red Lobster.
Because everybody was also outside then.
Yeah.
Like,
And then you ain't really on no phones to be checking
Right.
people whereabouts. She didn't know I was coming. I popped up. She on
But
stage
you know what's funny though?
Damn.
You know what's funny? Even with the things going on right now, it still don't feel that different from back then. Like, even with the little amount of technology that we had, your accountability for time was still in question. Like, where were you?
that was
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
true.
Like, we had phones, we had beepers, so it was like,
Sky
where the fuck you at?
pages.
You only had
You
landlines.
get that. You don't want to hit back. You get that motherfucker
Yeah.
304, 304.
Oh, my
304.
mom.
Ass nigga,
Ho, 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 ho.
187, 187, 187. We about to murder your ass.
That means you better hurry up and find a pay phone. Then you better get a quarter from somebody.
Oh, better. Yo.
Yeah,
It was the good old days.
It was the good days.
Yeah.
It was the consequences were different though. Like it was, we weren't that as temperamental. We weren't as temperamental as they are right now. I think a lot of the things that we being close knit, going to the same schools, and always knowing each other made us a lot less. Made it harder for us to bring any pain to our families, anything like that. Whereas today, like these kids don't really know how to handle adversity. They don't know each other. You might go to school with somebody from kindergarten to the 3rd. You on a blood set, and
They
like
switch
going
schools,
from the 4th
yeah.
grade to the 10th. You're on a crip set. Then you get out of school, you're a GD. Now y'all get high together and steal cars, so you really don't give a fuck. No, for real. Like we don't got like we was blessed to have that neighborhood shit going on. Like, I don't even know how the conversation even steered that way, but I'm just saying like we just not as wild as they was as far as
Yeah, kids don't even have friends. Like I always say, my sons don't even have friends that stayed on the street. They friends came from sports. Well, all our friends stayed on the block.
Yeah, I'm still friends with the people from the original block I started on. And we call it the 6100. And everybody, when something's going on, you comment on it, you support them, stuff like that. I think that's still dope, but they don't have those relationships.
Well, that's because the kids now, they only socialize at school. When they come home, they ain't going outside.
if they going.
Right.
I remember like we ain't gonna now this hey y'all, this ain't stay off my lawn type of show. We ain't gonna just old school it up like that. But just remember having to be in a house like, man, I wanna go outside. I don't wanna be in a fucking house. Like get in the house.
Punishment was a real thing.
Like,
You know what I mean?
I used to get a choice. Punishment or whooping. Oh, no, give me this whooping. Because
Yeah.
soon as
Get it over with,
I
you
get over
going
and back outside.
Yeah.
shit, my daddy was in shape. Give me that punishment. 6'3", dark as this
That's
motherfucking
crazy.
boy.
I grew up like that, and I didn't have a time to go to bed. But when my mom used to say, "Getting your ass up and go to school," though.
Yeah.
And so I trained myself like, man, I don't want to feel like this in school. I'm taking my ass to sleep.
Yep.
I think the kids now they got more of a fan base though. Like you said, we'll just be at school with our people. We probably go to the skating rink or something like that. That'll be the most audience that we get. But now that smartphone shit, sometimes I ask my kids like, how you know them? I know they mom and them. You feel what I'm saying? They be like, I know them from Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they ain't calling each other, none of that. The DM, that's the phone call or commenting or liking.
I'm going to agree with you because when we were younger, you would go out one time a week, and you would get everything prepared for that one time a week to see all your fans or everybody's. You know, that's where it started for most of us. It was that one time a week that we went wherever, especially with Skate King, not Skate King, but Saints. So because it was so big, but
Yeah, I had a Saints girlfriend. We talked all week and seen each other on Saturday.
yep, that's beautiful.
I'm talking about falling asleep on the phone.
Yeah.
Cooley hiding, come on,
If
till
you
11.
if you just joined us, we're go to the YouTube page.
Push like,
share, subscribe. You notice we've been used to. I'm just jumped up back on Facebook to get us back going on. Having a good time tonight. We've been all over the board. You go back and watch the show. We've been to Biden, we've been to Trump. Well, social, cultural aspects right now. Sonia Massey, rest in peace. We also dedicated this show to Tammy, Holland.
Man.
Just wonderful. Love, you wasn't here when we first started talking about it. I want you to, if you could close it, not right now, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes.
Okay.
You like to write shit down. I want you to close it out for Tammy. But we got 5 minutes for it. I'm going to give you about 7 minutes. So think about it for a hot second, love. Other than that, man, we just been swapping things about going back and forth about what Up Doe Radio and the things that's been fucking with us. We got 2 new people on the show. If you go on the YouTube page right now, I've been trying to put him on he's the 2 guard right now.
I'm trying to average 30 on this show. Get out my way.
I can come for you now. I can come for you, baby.
We got another power forward. You're going to be Teddy Jennings.
Teddy Jennings, Leah, easily done. Jack all trades.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh yeah, that's good.
We don't really know nothing about you.
I'm a hairstylist in St. Louis on Easily Done Hair Gallery. It's been since 2006. I'm very fashion forward. I'm very open-minded. I'm very free-spirited. You got to ask me a direct question, because what do you want to know?
What I just asked.
I have no children.
Oh, no, I don't have any
I'm
children.
single or
Dating or looking.
It's
or
complicated.
yeah, it's complicated.
There you go. It's
You in a
complicated.
situationship?
Yeah, all that.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Love it.
Hey, if it's complicated, make sure complicated is tuning in too.
Hold up. Well, tell my dude on her, because he said, hey, DT, tell her she fired.
You fired.
Yeah, he like 10 fire emoji.
That's
Oh, that's me. You hot.
what's up. Let's
You
go.
hot. You hot.
Other than that, that's pretty much it. I guess.
Okay. All right.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
Well, not in a podcast. I've never been on a podcast, but I did have Cookies After Dark on Facebook.
Which I was a fan of.
Yes, that did numbers. Cookies After Dark, and I'm gonna reach out to them on Facebook so they can tune in and join us. But
What was it about?
actually, it was about just about anything and everything. It started off from when I lost my father, and it was like therapy to help me get through because I took care of my mother and my father. And I was just in my bedroom in a gown, and I just was talking and crying, and my mother would be in her bedroom hollering, "Cookies, bring me some cookies." So somebody from a girl named Keisha, she said, "We gonna name this Cookies After Dark." So that's where the name came from. But it was just a different topic every day. We had fun, we laughed, we cried. And they came for me for a lot of advice, and I had a lot of advice at the time till my life went crazy. But it was a good show. It really, really was. And it was before everybody was getting paid. I'm mad. I missed that wave. But I did it for a reason. I needed it, and I guess everybody else who tuned into the show needed it. Because like we would get on there and it'd be 10, 15, 20,000 people from all over the country. So it did well, and it served its purpose for me. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm grateful for this because this gives me it brings me out the house, and it gives me a different avenue of kind of piggybacking off of that. So it broadened.
So you need a little therapy right now.
Yeah. So sometimes I might be quiet, and I might not talk. It just might be one of those days. I just lost my mom. She was 89. She's my best friend. So it's going to be good days and bad days, but we're going to keep pushing through.
Gonna do them together.
Okay.
I bet.
Sure.
That's dope right there, though. Like, if anybody's been a part of this show, they definitely can say it's therapeutic for them.
Okay.
Yes.
From Dee Dee to Fad, Morgan, and anybody, all the love to What Up Doe Radio. Anybody's been a part of it, but they've all felt like Tattoo. They always like it's a great Tuesday.
This one, that shit was a reality show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a reality show then. You supposed to monetize all of that, man.
He definitely be getting on us too. You right though, facts. You right. We should have. Nobody else should. We should have.
Yeah. So, but no, shit, that's easily done. Teddy Jennings,
Leah, whatever you want to call her.
Call her.
Yep.
Just call her.
Yep. Call me.
You know,
Subscribe to her on What Up
she
Doe.
does. From what I know, some of her clients, she's good at what she does. You kind of like, damn, both of y'all kind of like, y'all like clones.
I'm from that era where we was starching our jeans and shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, you have blue dye on your classic Reeboks.
45-minute cleaners.
Yeah, they made $1 billion off of us for sure.
For sure did.
Yeah, so
Heavy starch.
I'm from that era, man. Get fly. You can't come out the crib without no hands, and you can't come out dirty, or they gonna crucify your ass.
Well, I guess that's the way
Be on the
you come
lookout too.
in.
We're gonna be out in the community. You know, we outside, not just on here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a different thing going. We on a different vibe. We understand like there's a lot of cool motherfuckers that got something to do with What Up Doe Radio. I'm talking about the people who are us, like we just used to being who we are. We're gonna start showing a different aspect of how we are, a little bit more transparent, bring more of our life to the show, be more available as being around, and not me just saying what up and getting fake hugs, fake shoulder shrugs and shit like that. You know, like we try to become a network over here. Also, you know, want to do your show? Come on down, holler at us. We got things to do. We got places to be. What Up Doe Radio? We got one more time. Expansion
Entertainment.
That's
Big Al.
Oh, we call him.
Yo, Al famous.
Yeah.
People don't even know. Al is famous.
Big Al on the tracks.
Big Al, boy. Got some heat behind him.
We using them up, man. We gonna make sure we all gonna have a nice little something going when it's time of the rainbow.
Take us out, love.
I don't know. Look, can you talk for 4 minutes?
What you mean?
I don't know. I'm trying to make it easy for you. All right, go ahead, love.
We talking about Tammy Holland?
Yes.
Dang, I missed it. What did y'all say about Tammy?
Me and Dirty had our moments.
Y'all had y'all moment. We all had our moment, I think, with Tammy. That's for sure. One thing about her, beautiful soul, beautiful soul. Like I think she's a definition of doing it her way. She went out
definitely
the way she wanted to do, and she sent me a personal message.
Me
during
too.
her time, and I think she, as I talk to everybody, it seems like she made her rounds, and to me, it really touched me even more because Orlando did the same thing. Cause people were calling me like, "What's going on with Orlando? This message he sent me seemed like, you know, he's ready to transition. I think you get tired after a while, and that's definitely what happened with Orlando as well as Tammy. And even when I seen somebody sent me a picture of them two together, and that's kind of when I like broke down. Because to lose somebody like Tammy, that is just, man, that was the heartbeat of St. Louis.
Yeah.
She loved everybody, supported everybody. Always the same when you seen her. I always talk about Meadow. Shout out to Meadow. We got to keep her lifted up in prayer. And if you see her, put your arms around her. But it seems like she prepared her really well for this. From what I've seen on social media, I haven't personally talked to Meadow, but I've seen her post different things and all the stuff everybody been posting to her. So that's just it, man. We're going to miss Tammy.
We are. She truly is a blessing.
I knew you couldn't talk before me.
Look, I gotta say condolences
that was
too
dope, though.
to my cousins, because the same thing was going on with my auntie, and I just like this is therapeutic. I just didn't say it, and death is hard, especially when it's, I don't want to say a dragged out death, but when it's just not something that is sudden, and you have to go through that motion of watching somebody you truly love and care about transition. It is so hard. And to Becky and Chrissy, I hope that you guys know that you're in my prayers, and I'm sure everybody else, as well as Tammy and with Meadow and Meadow's mom and sister. But we gotta just stick together. We don't get too many more opportunities or too many more summers. And everything that is important is probably what you think is important is not. So, with that being said,
I want to shout out to,
he's looking at
you know, everybody know Duke. Y'all know Duke. Do you know Duke's son Trey?
No.
Well, his son Trey lost his best friend.
Oh.
I think it happened yesterday. I think his name was Corvell Lawrence, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely want to keep them lifted because from what I understand, him and his girlfriend was over in Tulum, and he got sickle cell. He got sick, and so he passed on vacation.
Oh, wow. In Mexico.
So you know, you can even hurt his girlfriend, like a fiance. I think I'm looking at the post and some of the comments. I guess they were going to get married, but that I can only imagine that ride home on that plane back from Tulum, or a mom to even have to, parents to even understand, like, you over in Tulum and you get sick and you got sickle cell and they don't know how to treat you because you in still a third world country.
Yep. Well,
hey.
let's lift everybody up in prayer. We're gonna still end it well.
Hey, that's what we do at What Up Doe Radio. We kind of unscripted. Like, I can put it down on what we're gonna talk about, this, that, and the third. But after an hour, our personality is gonna take over. We're gonna talk about how we are and what we do and what we add to this community and what we try to keep pushing.
Yep.
Shouts out to everybody who made it. Much prayers to everybody who didn't. I wish I could say it a little sweeter than that, but tune in next week to What Up Doe Radio. See y'all.
Bye, y'all.
See you later.
Peace out.
Subscribe.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna keep getting this like this for free though. Like, I need y'all to go on to that YouTube page, check us out. Cause y'all was just looking at me for the majority.